So this is NiP versus Reunited. This is game 2 on Gibraltar. Reunited's up 1-0. They just won Volskaya. Now we're seeing NiP on defense. They're running 4-2. And Reunited looks like it's doing the exact same comp they had before, except, I mean, I can't tell, but it looks like they're running the same comp. I would expect Kib to go Roadhog, and I would expect Winghaven to go Reinhardt. So what's interesting about this to me is that Gibraltar is like the map where height matters the most. And like neither team is really opting to use it because they're so set on running these tanks. Like it's like you have this map of like, oh look, there's a great bridge here, there's this upper ledge, there's all this cool shit. Nope, we're just gonna lay on the ground and beat each other with our Reinhardt hammers. I guess that's another issue I have with this meta thing, is that it removes aiming so much that it's like kind of disheartening to me. Like, you're running Reinhardt, which doesn't really aim. You're running Zarya. I mean, Zarya's aim, but you're aiming at tanks that aren't even necessarily speed boosted. So like, you're not really aiming. Winston's not really aiming. Roadhog doesn't really have to aim. You just aim your hook. Lucio doesn't aim, and Ana has like a weird hitbox where you can miss and it'll still heal, or you can miss and it'll still do damage. So I guess another gripe I have is like you're playing an FPS game, but all of these heroes except for Valutaja don't really have to aim all that much. No aim, no brain, 3 tank, 3 support main. That was a really good hook from Himsy, actually. Himsy's known for his Roadhog. In case anyone's wondering. Himsy's like, he has like Roadhog frag videos and stuff, or like Roadhog videos. And look, they're just like, alright guys, we'll defend the card on this side. We have 3 tanks. We're not even going to play the high ground. Let's just sit on the low ground. And this is just going to be a brawl. This is like a arena, like, ring. Like, Royal Rumble. Everyone just get in this pit and we're just going to frag. And by frag, I mean swing. Throw hooks. This is like so clowny to watch, actually. Like, look at this. This is why I'm scared for this weekend's E-League, because like, what are we watching right now? You know, like Winghaven just got a lot of work done though with that Ana ult, and Kinnell still hasn't used it. They're doing a lot better of a job on Reunited, and this is the strength of the Ana. And you see it here, like, so obviously, like, if you spam the cart, which you, like, have to spam the cart, you can't just not try to do damage on defense. The problem with this comp, or, like, with the game in this state, is that it makes you not want to do damage. Because if you do too much damage, this happens. Morte gets nano boost, and then you have absolutely nothing. Like, Winghaven just came in and had his way with your team. Like, Fraggy Earthshatter, but it was too little too late. And then, what are you supposed to do? Like, the nano boost comes out, and if you don't have anything ready to deal with it, like, you just get rolled over. So now the next fight is gonna come. It should be Kinnell. Like, Kinnell's gonna do it. Kinnell's gonna nano boost Fraggy, and then you're just gonna come back in. Like, the game just becomes you're trading blows of nano boosts. And like whichever team handles the nano boost better is the team that wins. So Valutaja can try to get a play right here, but like look, I mean, I don't like this nano boost. I think this is a mistake. Like, what's the point of this nano boost? You're like afraid of them pushing in, but what is this? You're not even defending the cart. The cart's still moving this whole time, so like what was the point? And now you're like chasing a Roadhog through like the cart still hasn't stopped moving. So like if you're gonna blow that ult, you might as well stop the cart. Since they don't stop the cart, I don't know how worth it that was. Morte died somehow. Zappis killed him. The Winston goes in and gets a kill on. That's pretty good for them, I guess. But I don't know if it's an ideal trade because they still move the cart really far. It worked out for them in the end. I thought it was going to be a really bad fight for NiP. But They got the kill on the Roadhog. They got the kill on the Ana. They got a lot of kills. But like Anas can't kill tanks. Like it's a rough spot to be in. So I actually thought that they played that wrong. But look what, like, I'm not even used to watching this meta. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't, I haven't watched much of this because it's not fun for me to watch. I'm gonna be like, I'll be completely honest with you. I don't enjoy watching this meta because there's not much for me to analyze other than like what's obvious. Because there's nothing really interesting that can happen here. It's either an Earthshatter gets a kill, with a pin, or a hook gets a kill, or a Graviton gets a kill. There's no like real room for, like, Valutage is the only person that can kind of get an individual play, but he can't really because like it's just super hard because he gets sleep darts, he's dead, he gets hooked, he's dead, he gets pinned, he's dead, he gets bubbled off his thing, he's dead. Like Kindle just used ult, and I said like, oh, I don't think that this ult was great. Like I didn't like that. What's the word? Like I didn't like that. I didn't like that nano boost. I thought that nano boost was bad. It was poorly timed. Like he wasted it because they didn't stop the cart. But like he has 80% again. Like it's only been like 20 seconds. Like let's go back in time. Where's my? I have to get rid of this drawing thing. Look at this. Yeah, Reaper has a hard time against this comp because you have to burst through the shields. You have to get past the Reinhardt. You have to stop. You can't do anything against Nano Boost. You actually cannot deal with Nano Boost at all. And that's that. The only reason why I think you might run Reaper is because like the Beyblade is so strong. If you can get a good one off, you can win the game. But really hard. Hold on. Okay, let's watch. This fight? No, it's before. Okay, they push in, right? Inel uses ult at 5 minutes. Alright, watch. 5 minutes. Just watch this. This is all we're gonna do. We're gonna watch this. 0% at 5 minutes. Okay. And now, just watch. Watch this go up. I got the kill on Himsy down here. Or not on Himsy, on Hib. And I think the Winston gets a kill on Morte, which is really good. Valutage is trying to do what he can, but he doesn't actually kill anything because he's a Tracer shooting 3 tanks. 36%, 37%, 38%, 39%, 40%, 50%, 60%, like 65. Where does it stop? It's like, I guess it wasn't as quick as I thought, but because they killed Morte, he's like back to being ahead. So now he has 80% in a minute, and that's a minute of like where they weren't even really fighting. So now he's gonna have ult again. Reunited only has Graviton. They don't really have the best combo for Graviton. They have the Pulse Bomb, but that's it. And Sound Barrier is pretty good against Pulse Bomb. I mean, you still have to get a really good Graviton to make the Pulse Bomb do anything. And you're also kind of banking on the Zarya bubble not coming into play. So hitting a good Pulse Bomb is really hard in this situation. Unfixed is really looking for this Graviton though now. Just a hard spot for him to be in. He doesn't know what's on the other side of that bridge. I think this is a mistake though, because he should have just used it already. Because now he's just farming, like all this damage that he's doing could have been going towards another ult. But it's the same one, and he's not really helping his cause. Like, he just did enough damage probably to get himself back to like 60%. I don't know if they had follow-up. I don't know what happened to Valutage. I guess he died. But NiP's in a really good position here. Yeah, I think Widowmaker's like an untapped resource against this, because if you can get a headshot on the Ana, you can just shut down the entire comp. So since Unfixed never used his Graviton, Mafu gets his, and then Mafu gets like a 4-man Graviton there, and Reunited's like, okay, just die. This is like good ult economy coming out from Reunited. They know that they're going to lose the fight, so they don't use anything, and now they're in a good position. They have 6 ults coming into this fight. Like, they just traded... I guess it wasn't really that big of a trade. They traded Graviton for nothing. So, like, they lost, but they knew that they weren't going to win that fight from inside the Graviton. But you're seeing how hard it is to push on this specific stage because you have to deal with the high ground, but you're not running heroes that can deal with the high ground at all. Like, I don't even know what Fraggy's doing up here. To be perfectly honest with you, like, I guess he's waiting to get an Earth Shatter in from behind, but he's not even blocking anything. Like, his team's just sitting up here, but they don't even have good heroes for the high ground, but they're just so used to being on the high ground. But Unfix is still looking for this Graviton. He has not seen an opportunity for a good one. And it's because they're sitting on the roof, not really giving him a position to use it. And then he just uses it here to get 1 kill. Is he even going to get it? Yeah, the Pulse Bomb comes out, they get a kill, and now he's going to start farming his ult back up. That was really good play from them. Velotaja got a 2 kill, I think he got a triple kill. But look at this, like, Himsy is just delaying the cart, and all this time is just time wasted. Because if by some miracle, Kinnel can get Nano Boost off here, they'll be able to defend the cart. And Kinnel does get Nano Boost off here. So now we're seeing some high level Reinhardt play. Swings his hammer. Ooh, that was clutch actually. I feel like he should have Earth Shattered earlier. I don't know why he waited so long. Velotaja is doing a lot of work right now because the fight's scattered and the fight, like, the Tracer gets really good once 1 or 2 people die because there's no way for them to deal with the Tracer. Once you waste the heal bomb or like the heal amp from the Lucio, Tracer can just like do whatever she wants. Velotaja carried them through that fight, and I mean, he had to. Like, that was the only way that they win the fight. Because, like, that's the only way that the Tracer functions. The whole point of the Tracer is, like, you're pretty much saying, like, if we ever get a kill, we're gonna get a lot of kills. Like, once you get 1 kill with Tracer, you can snowball into a bunch of other ones. As soon as the Roadhog's dead, there's nothing really for the Tracer to be worried about. That was really good Ana nuke, actually. But they're just playing the clock now. Reunited. Like, Reunited just died there. They just had a fight with 6 ults, and now they have another fight with 6 ults. Because of how easy it is to build ult on tanks. Now you're just seeing a bunch of teams like throw ults at each other, and like that's really what it's coming. That's really like all that's happening right now. Unfixed is gonna go for Graviton here, gets 3 people, Pulse Bomb, textbook stuff, same thing. Like, that's all that they're relying on right now. Like, that's their win condition. They're just saying, okay, every time we have Graviton Pulse Bomb, we're just gonna win a team fight. And it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, I don't know. That's still like one of the things I dislike about this meta is that it's almost too linear. Like, now we're gonna see Reunited probably win the next fight because they have their Ana ult again because they killed the Ana so fast. So there it is, Ana ult, swinging the hammer, swinging the hammer, swinging the hammer. Once you get 2 kills, Taja comes in the back, and then suddenly your heals fall apart. It's super death ball, and there's not much room for individual skill. Like, I mean, you could argue that Reinhardt takes a lot of individual skill, but I just mean in terms of like FPS mechanics and like, they can't actually kill Velotaja. I don't know what the stats are because there's no stats, but I think Velotaja's probably had very, very low deaths, like probably like 1 or 2 this entire time. Because it's just super hard for them to kill him. Like, he's just playing Tracer and they don't have any stuns. Like, they have to Earth Shatter him, or they have to Sleep Dart him, or they have to hook him. And like, those are all skill shots that are pretty hard to hit, especially against a Tracer. That was a whiffed shatter. That was interesting. Somehow he gets Velotaja after I just talk about how easy it is for him not to die. But they trade Velotaja for Kinnel, and that's a really big deal because now Morte's building ult and Kinnel's not. So they're gonna have the Nano Boost advantage just because the Ana died. And that's all you really care about is the nano boosted. Swinging, swinging, hooking, swinging, swinging, hooking. I mean, like that's what I mean. Tracer's like the only one, but Tracer has such a low impact unless the pulse bomb goes off. But yeah, you're seeing how it just falls apart. Like this comp falls apart once one person dies. Like you don't really have a good chance of winning a staggered fight against this comp because once one person's dead, like there's no hope. Like you need all 6 people alive on defense or else you're gonna get ran over. What is NiP doing? Why does NiP keep going back to this Hanzo? I don't really understand the Hanzo. They keep doing this. And every time they do it, I just honestly I don't get it. Like I don't know what the point is. Later dudes. Like they're still running the Hanzo. They're like, alright guys, the Hanzo did absolutely nothing for us on the last map. Let's just keep running it. I don't get it. I just honestly don't understand why they think that they should be running it right now. Yeah, I mean it's all about I mean you could say that too, like teams run things that work in scrims and stuff and that's cool and whatever. I mean, I understand that Genji's hard to run, but if you're only running 2 healers, is Genji that hard to run? I don't know. I like the defensive Tracer though because it works, you know? Like Tracer's just good. Like if a team's running Tracer and you get 1 kill, all it has to be is 1 kill. As soon as you get a kill on this NiP comp, the Tracer just becomes infinitely more valuable than any other hero in the game. Oh yeah, this meta is 100% zero pog champ meta. I mean, I'm a pretty like, I don't know what the word is, gloomy person, or not gloomy, but I have a hard time seeing positivity sometimes, and it's hard for me to like say like, oh, that was really good play, that was really awesome. Like, there's nothing really interesting about this. It's more or less one team waits for Ana ult. Morte has it again really fast. I think they're just not healing with Cruz. Maybe they're doing this on purpose. Maybe I just like solved the mystery. Cruz, I don't actually know because they're both of the Lucios are sitting on nothing. Like they don't even have ults. They're both sitting at 9. They're just ticking. No team is letting anyone heal except for the Ana. Every time that Kib or Himsy takes a puff of the like whatever called the Roadhog vape, it just slows down your Ana. Like Morte has it already. Somehow Morte has it so much faster than Kinnel, like 50% ahead. So I'm not sure if that's his team just not doing damage and they're just like, all right, we're just going to take damage, or it's just him hitting shots. But NiP is in a really bad spot again because you're running it. This is why I don't like it, you know? The word. You have a Zarya, but you don't have a hero that like really goes in. Like, what are you bubbling? Like, you're just trying to save people from getting hooked? Like, that's not going to pay the bills at the end of the day. Like, you need a hero that can, like, get on the Reinhardt and, like, at least try to do some damage. What's this Hanzo doing right now? Spamming. Like, he's not even on the high ground. I feel like if he was on the high ground, I'd have a better time. But look, Winghaven's just like, all right, guys, we're going surfing. Wow, he just got thrown. Why'd they whole hog? That's really weird. But you see what I mean? Morte gets his ult. They just pop it. Winghaven goes in, sweeps the streets. And it's so hard for them to push now. Like Cruz and Seda are even in their ults. They still haven't gotten dropped a beat because nobody's healing. They don't want anyone healing except for the Anas. Because Ana healing is really all that matters. I think Morte is just hitting shots because he's in the upper high ground. He has a better position to do damage. So I think he's just going to constantly be building ult better on defense. And see Earthshatter into Pulse Bomb. Easy triple kill. That was nice actually. I mean, that was pretty pog champ, but They were all standing still, so is it really that PogChamp? Not really. Yeah, Morte back at Morte has it again. Like, he shoots a few times, and he has it all again. So now they're just gonna ult him again. I don't know. Hopefully Blizzard watches this tomorrow and sees, like, alright, this isn't, like, this isn't what I want Overwatch to be. Ideally, that'll happen, but... What is this? What is this ult? What the fuck is that dragon? Zappis doesn't want to win, I'm convinced. I think Zappis is just throwing. Like, Zappis paid someone and he's like, I'm getting off Hanzo. But is he even going to switch? Is he really going to switch? Alright, so they're like, alright, guys, we need Zenyatta. I don't know why. Why do you think you need Zenyatta? What do you honestly think Zenyatta's going to do? And why didn't you run the Zenyatta earlier? Like, why did it take them so long to realize that the Hanzo wasn't doing anything? Mafu still doesn't have Graviton. It's been like 3 years. Another Graviton Surge into Tracer Pulse Bomb, into a bunch of free kills. It's too surgical from Reunited. Like, they're just getting an ult, they're using it, and they're getting kills with it. And NiP is running this Hanzo, and the Hanzo's doing literally nothing, so they lose. Like, I don't know. That's my analysis of this match anyway. I just don't understand the Hanzo. Like, they wasted 4 minutes with that Hanzo. No, this is what the game's gonna look like at E-League this weekend if nothing's changed. Like, Ana's too strong not to run, and Ana's really good against Mercy. Ana's really good against Pharah. Like, Ana just takes those heroes out of the game. Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, you have to realize that the Zarya doesn't do well because of the Hanzo. It's not like the Zarya is bad. It's the fact that you have a Hanzo, so naturally your Zarya is doing less work than it could be with another hero. Like Zarya Winston, you bubble the Winston, and then the Winston goes in, does like this stuff, and you get your bubble, or you get your damage rather. But when you're running Hanzo, Hanzo's not in the fight. Like Hanzo's not eating spam, like getting you charged. You're just kind of dying. Or like he's just kind of standing there. So the Zarya can't do anything. Like Roadhog's not going to go in and like tank damage in a bubble. Like you need something that's going to actually use the Zarya bubble, or else why are you running the Zarya? Like you're just countering defensive hooks. Like why? You might as well just run him. Like I still think you just run a Mei or something. But I don't know. I don't like the Hanzo, and they keep running it. So that's all I really have to say. I thought that this was going to be like a closer match where like I could see Reunited outplaying them substantially, but all that's really happening is Morte is just positioning himself better because he's playing defense. And he's just hitting more shots. So they're having Ana ults more often. But yeah, that was map 2.